Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got one last game here with the Rangers, and this one is for the series. And the bench guys will be the ones to do it, although we've got a few less bench guys than usual. Let's take the non-apples out, although like I said, Sweeney gets to stay in there anyway with Chief. So how do I want to do this lineup? Just like that? Is that all the changes I need to make? I think that's what we're gonna roll with. So, alright, here we go. Felt like I had something to say, now I've completely forgotten what it was, so I guess it wasn't that important. But here we are, this last evening in Arlington. The Rangers, looks like the same lineup that we have been seeing. Belial on the mound, although I feel like I should know his first name, and it is not coming to me. If I can look it up real quick. It's like Matt Belial. Yeah, I feel like I do kind of remember him. It's like bounced around quite a bit, but I do have some memory of him. Anyway, Phil's gonna lead off today, and the first pitch will be for a strike. And isn't this one smack towards second? Uribe will throw it over to first. One away. Miyake at the plate now. And he's gonna take this into left field, and it will get down for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Chief at the plate. Miyake takes off, and he will make it in there pretty easily, actually. Chief did swing and miss at that pitch. So it'll be 0-1 when we go back to the plate, but now a runner in scoring position with 1 away. So a good way for the Squirrels to try to get on the board early, although that ground ball to short's not going to help anything. 2 away, it's up to Terry to get a base hit, who's actually not done a lot lately. So he did hit a home run about 3 games ago now. Gets this one though into center field, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Miyake will score that easily, and Terry will go in with a stand-up RBI double to open the scoring. Alright, that'll bring Frank to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball. Belial will field it himself and throw to first. Squirrels get a run on 2 hits. Clint Barmas will lead things off for the Rangers in the bottom half of the inning. You saw the lineup we came up with. Stitch on the mound today. It's an off day tomorrow, so Jonathan should be perfectly fine, and Graves and Felt, sorry. Sometimes you just say what you see. Paulie, rather, should be ready to bounce back after missing his last start. Barmas has a strikeout swinging to open the game. Brings Frank Catalinato to the plate. First pitch is called a strike on the inside corner. And there's another called strike to make it 0-2. Ground ball, that Phil will handle that. Throws to first, 1 away. Do have to pause here just slightly. Be right back with you. Alright, back to it. Had to deal with a little bit of laundry there. So we've got Milton Bradley at the plate 2 outs, nobody on. Adrian Beltre was last series. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the first inning. Squirrels up 1-0 as we move into the second, where Quentin will lead things off. All right, first pitch from Belisle is called a strike. A pretty nice two-seamer, actually, up in the zone. Goes up again and gets a fly ball into center field. Murphy makes the grab. So that will bring Sweeney to the plate. Ground ball right to Young, who will throw over. 2 down. Martinez at the plate, who's actually been red hot at the plate lately. So probably means we're in for an extended cooler streak, but we'll see how it goes. Not yet, though. That's a base hit into left field. A 2-out single that will bring Joey to the plate. First pitch is too low. And a ground ball to Young, who will throw to first. And that will end the inning. Well, the top half. Still 1-0 Squirrels. Michael Young due to lead off for the Rangers in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch to Young is called a strike. And a curveball that misses outside. And misses outside again on a fastball. 2-1. Stitch will come back with a slider that gets a swing and a miss. And then fires in a fastball that gets taken back up the middle for a leadoff single. 1 on with nobody out. Hank Blaylock at the plate. Had a really good first game. I don't think he did that much last game, but he's starting off this game with a hit into left center. Throw goes to third, runner going to third. Runner will win that race. And Blaylock did advance on that throw, so 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out, and Ben Broussard at the plate, if I can get his name out. Has an 0-2 count, though. This would be a big strikeout for Stitch, and he does not get it. In fact, that's only going to score 1. So a ground ball through the right side, so it's tied 1-1 with Juan Uribe. Runners on the corners, but still no outs here in the bottom of the second. Uribe with an 0-2 count. And this misses inside. Uribe lets it go. There's a called strike on the outside corner for the first out of the inning. Jared Saltiamakia will look at strike 1 on the outside corner. That curveball also catches the corner to make it 0-2. Fastball, Salty is behind on it, and that will be the second out of the inning. It's up to David Murphy to get the base hit here, as Stitch checks over on first. And misses outside. Slider that gets popped up. Terry's there to at least not make the damage any worse. So we come out of the second inning tied at 1. Both teams with 3 hits apiece as well. And both teams also will start off at the top of their order, which makes sense. Phil hit a ground ball in his first at-bat. Started off the year on a tear, but he's cooled off a bit here lately. Still batting .294, which for Phil historically is pretty amazing. He strikes out swinging in this at-bat, and that will bring Miyake to the plate. He had a base hit, and he was the one to come around and score back in the first inning for the Squirrels. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And he will put this into right field for another hit. 1 on, 1 out, and Chief back to the plate. He hit a ground ball to short in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll bring Terry to the plate. He hit a nice double into right center rather in his first at-bat. Drove in the only Squirrels run so far. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. Belial throws a pretty hittable strike, but Terry lets it go. This one down and out. 3-1. Called strike. Makes it a full count, 2 outs. Runner will be off. And it's a walk. So runners on first and second now. Frank at the plate. And he hits a line drive, but right to Catalinato. So that will end the top of the third. Still 1-1. And as stated earlier, the Rangers will start off at the top of their order in the bottom half of the inning. Barmis struck out in his first at-bat, 1 of 4 for Stitch the first time through the Rangers' order. Starts Barmis off with strike 1. Gets him to swing and miss at a curveball. And another swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll bring Catalinato to the plate. He ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at a slider for strike 1. And this pitch is down and away. 1-1. Stitch fires in a fastball that grounds to third. Sweeney takes care of that. 2 away. That'll bring Milton Bradley to the plate. I missed his little flag, but I feel like he struck out in his first at-bat. I could be wrong, though. I don't remember for sure. Has an 0-2 count here, though. And will that get down? It will, just out of Joey's reach. That's a 2-out hit. That'll bring Michael Young to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at a fastball up in the zone. And then fouls back a changeup to make it 0-2. Good 2-strike pitch, but Stitch does not get the call. Comes back with a little bit better fastball, and this one is called a strike to end the inning. So we'll go to the 4th inning. Still a very even game, tied 1-1, 4 hits apiece for the teams. Quinton will lead things off for the Squirrels here in the 4th. He flew out to center in his first at-bat. He is batting left-handed. I don't remember if I noted that last time around or not. First pitch is called a strike. Swings early on that curveball to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Sweeney at the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Hits this one foul. Still 0-2. Ground ball. Uribe will grab it, throw it over for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll bring Martinez to the plate. He's already got a single today. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And a ground ball to Michael Young, who will throw to first. That'll end the top of the 4th. We are still tied at 1. Hank Blaylock to come up for the Rangers in the bottom half of the inning. Blaylock with a double in his first at-bat. Do believe he was the one that drove in the run. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Actually, I think Blaylock probably should be a single and advance on the throw, really, but this game doesn't really do that. Anyway, has a 1-2 count at the moment. Stitch throws in a curveball that bounces in, makes it 2-2. Goes with the high fastball, gets him to chase that, and that will be the first out of the inning. Ben Broussard got a base hit in his first at-bat. Maybe he was the one that drove in the run. I can't remember now. I'm sure we'll see it on the highlights later. Looks like that's a base hit into right in this at-bat. 1 on, 1 out. Juan Uribe struck out in his first at-bat. That fastball misses low. Changeup does not miss. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. That changeup was not very close to the plate, but Uribe chased it anyway, and he will go down swinging. Saltiamakia will look at a ball inside. There's a called strike on the inside corner. Fouls this pitch away, has a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Stitch gets out of that inning, just gives up just a one little base hit. So still 1-1 as we go into the 5th, where Joey will lead things off. First pitch to Joey is too low. Down and away makes it 2-0. There's a called strike. Up the middle. Oh, Belial knocks it down, but he gets stunned in the process. That will go down as a hit. We'll see if Belial's okay. Seems like he's going to go ahead and pitch it out, so we'll see how it goes. Phil takes strike 1. And this pitch is inside. So they didn't really care for that first strike call, but I guess it doesn't matter. That's a base hit right down the third base line. That'll put runners on first and second with nobody out. Miyake at the plate. First pitch down and in. This pitch up and in. Should be a pretty hittable pitch, and it is, but Miyake lets it go. Another pretty hittable pitch. He does hit this one, but pretty much right to Catalinato. Runners retreat to their bases. So that will bring Chief to the plate. 2 on, 1 out, and he hits the first pitch, pulls it well foul. Thought he made pretty good contact, but that one's the line drive, and it will stay fair. It bounces down by the foul pole. 1 run already in. Throw goes to third. Squirrels take a 2-1 lead on an RBI double. So now Terry at the plate. He's looked better today. 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch called a strike on the inside corner. Second pitch swung on and missed. Swing and a miss again for strike 3. 2 away. It's up to Frank to drive in the runs. And he will start off by looking at a fastball for strike 1. That one just misses outside. Don't think it missed by much. Oh, pops up looked like a mistake pitch. Salty makes the grab, and that will end the inning, but the Squirrels do take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 5th. David Murphy will lead things off for the Rangers. Murphy fouled out in his first at-bat. Stitch will start him off with the fastball. That's called a strike. Change-up for strike 2. And a curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 away. Clint Barmas has struck out in both at-bats today. Stitch already up to 10 strikeouts. It's not that he doesn't get a lot of strikeouts, but he's typically pretty far behind Graves and Pauly. But today he's looking like that guy. Barmas is down 1-2. Called strike 3. 2 away. Catalinato to the plate. He has ground out in both at-bats today. And this pitch will be inside. Grounds this one over to third base. Sweeney picks it up and throws it over, and that will be it for the 5th. We go into the 6th inning. Squirrels leading 2-1. And Quinton will come to the plate. Quinton 0 for 2 today, a fly out and a strikeout. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one, and I think that's going to go a pretty long way. Well, not as far out as I thought, but it was a 419-foot shot for his second home run of the year. So more high than far, but either way, not much doubt on that one. That I do believe is to the deepest part of the park, which here means 407. So 3-1 Squirrels now. Sweeney in the box. Nobody out. Base is cleared, and he will swing and miss at the first pitch. Hits this one. It's going to hook. Well, yeah, it's going to hook foul. I think it had home run distance, but yeah, it was foul. 0-2 then. And a swing and a miss at the curveball for the first out of the inning. That will bring Martinez to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Looks at strike one. Hits this ground ball to Uribe, who will throw over for the second out of the inning. That will bring Joey to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. And looks at strike one here. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That ends the inning, but the home run gives the Squirrels a little bit of breathing room at 3-1. Milton Bradley will lead things off for the Rangers in the bottom half of the inning. Bradley's 1 for 2 today. Strikeout and a single. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. This pitch is too low. Stitch fires in a high fastball, but it's too high. 2-1. There's a called strike. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down. Michael Young at the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Though, same things as Bradley, but the opposite order. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And he flies this into left. Frank is waiting on it. And he does make the grab. That'll bring Blaylock to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Fouls the first pitch off by the Rangers dugout. Chases the high fastball to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Stitch gets one more strikeout before he hits the road. We go into the 7th inning. It's a 3-1 Squirrels lead, and they are back to the top of the order. Phil got a base hit in his last at-bat, got his average back up to an even 300. Looks at strike one here. Hits a high one, and it's going to be a little pop-up to short. Young makes the grab. That'll bring Miyake to the plate. He's 2 for 3, but he flew out in his last at-bat. Actually, wasn't a badly hit ball, but it was pretty much right to Catalinato. Looks at strike one. Hits this one into the right field seats. Had more hook on it, pulled it more than I thought he did off the bat. This one's going to be fair, and it's going to be over Bradley's head. It's going to one-hop the wall. Miyake on his way to second, and he will make it there comfortably. One out, runner in scoring position for Chief, who looks at strike one. A fastball pretty much right down the middle. This one a bit high. Lyle, looking like he's towards the end of his day, gets a swing and a miss. And Chief a line drive down, about like the last one he hit in that left field corner. Miyake will score and make it 4-1. This game threatening to get out of save range. Lyle's going to keep throwing to Terry with the runner in scoring position. Still one out. And a 1-1 count to Terry. Hits a line drive that will get through. So Chief's going to come in and score on that double. Makes it, Terry had to go back to first, so it ends up being a single. He thought better of it. And apparently that is going to be the end of Belial today. So the Rangers will turn to Nippert. Dustin Nippert. We did see him, I believe in game 1 it was. I don't think we saw him yesterday. Frank is 0 for 3 today. One out, runner on first, but this game's starting to get away from the Rangers. They're down 4 at the moment. Frank's got an 0-2 count, though. And he will get a base hit into the right center gap. Terry on his way to third. And he will, he's going to keep on going, and he's going to make it. 6-1 Squirrels. An RBI double for Frank. All right, that'll bring Quinton to the plate. Hit a home run in his last at bat. Has a runner in scoring position here with only one out. Has a 1-1 count to start this at bat. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. This is outside. 2-2. Little bloop line drive to third. Blaylock makes the grab, and Frank gets back to second base. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate, who will look at strike one. Fouls away this pitch. Makes it 0-2. Just called a ball up by Sweeney's head, though not that close. Just in that direction. A fly ball into center field. Murphy actually doesn't get there. I thought he had that, but it drops in front of him. Another run scores, makes it 7-1. Still 2 outs and a runner on first, and afraid the Rangers might be cooked here. There's a ground ball to third out of Martinez, so that'll finally get us to the 7th inning stretch. But a 4-run inning makes it 7-1. Ben Broussard on the other side. Alright, so let's go ahead and change pitchers. I think Stitch has done enough today. We'll go get Johnston. Assuming the score holds, we'll plan on pitching him for 2 innings. And then the plan would be to go to Zap. We'll see how rested he is after he started a couple games ago. Broussard, can't remember if he's got 1 or 2 hits today, but in any case, he's got an 0-2 count at the moment. And he will not swing at that fastball, makes it 1-2. Another high fastball, again, Broussard not biting. Will swing at that sinker, though, for strike 3. 1 out, Uribe has struck out twice today. Grounds this one to third. Sweeney will throw to first. 2 down. Saltiamakia struck out in both at-bats today as well, though now he's on the other side of the plate. Looks at strike 1. Bounces in that sinker, and he lets it go. Still bounced in, but it was deeper at least. 3 sinkers in a row, all for balls. Finally goes with the slurve and gets a ground ball to third. Not sure if that was advisable, swinging 3-1 there, but that's what happened. We'll move into the 8th inning, a 7-1 ball game now. Joey will come to the plate. Joey 1 for 3 today. First pitch is up and in. Line drive, but it's pulled foul. 1-1. This pitch down and away. 2-1. There's a line drive into center field, and it will get down for a base hit. Phil, 1 for 4 on the day. Average again has dipped just below 300. Hits this one towards the middle, and it's a tailor-made double play. Young fields that right on second base and has an easy throw on a slow runner, though in this case it didn't matter who was running. That was a double play. So that'll bring Miyake to the plate with 2 outs and the bases empty. He fouls the first pitch away. The second one is ground to third, and that will be that for the top of the 8th. David Murphy will come to the plate for the Rangers in the bottom of the 8th. They probably need to put a decent dent into this lead if they want to have any chance of coming back here. Murphy 0 for 2. He's fouled out and struck out. Looks at strike 1 here. Line drive that gets over Joey's head, so there's a leadoff single. That's a good start if they want to rally. Clint Barmis has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far today. And looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss, makes it 0-2. Foul tip, Martinez hangs on for the out. Catalinato has ground out in every at-bat so far. Looks at strike 1 here. A ground ball. Johnston to second, Joey to first, in time for the double play. Mark that one down, 1-6-3. Joey wasn't all that quick to first, but he does have that strong arm out there, and I think that's what allowed that to happen. So we go to the 9th. It's still 7-1. Chief will lead things off for the Squirrels. Chief 2 for 4. He's got doubles in each of his last 2 at-bats. Average sitting at .399. You know he'd love to get one more hit. And that's not going to do it, though. A line drive right to Uribe at second. Terry is 2 for 3. Did draw a walk in there, so he's actually had a pretty good day. 2 hits, a walk, and did strike out once. Has a 1-1 count here. Nipper gets the swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, Frank at the plate, got a double in his last at-bat. He will swing and miss, he's behind on that fastball. Hits this one, but also right to Uribe, who catches it on a short hop, throws to first, and that'll bring us to the bottom of the 9th. 3-4-5 coming up for the Rangers if they got a long way to go. Down 6 in the last frame. Let's see how Zap's doing. Not great. So we are going to go with Jones. Trying to build up his confidence a little bit, get him a little more rhythm, because it's been a little rough lately for him. All right, Bradley 1 for 3, a single sandwiched between strikeouts. Pops this one up right at the plate. Martinez waiting on it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Michael Young to the plate is 1 for 3. He will look at that fastball, too low. This one's in the zone, but it's fouled straight back. 1-1. Breaking ball gets a swing and a miss. 2-seamer, that's going to be put into right field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. That will bring Blaylock to the plate. He is 1 for 3 so far and looks at strike 1. This will be hit into left field, but Frank's got a play. Throw going to first, but it's not going to really matter. Better throw than I thought it would be. Brings Broussard to the plate as the Rangers' last hope. He is 2 for 3. I thought he had 2 hits. This one is fouled away. That will make it an 0-2 count. Jones fires in that fastball, and he looks at it for strike 3. No argument out of Broussard. So this was a competitive game, but then it got away from the Rangers in a hurry. Squirrels take the series by the final score today of 7-1. We will take a look at some highlights here. All right, Chief's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We are off tomorrow. I know we've got the Orioles next. I think it's in Baltimore, but I could be wrong about that. So we will find out together on, gosh, what day is it? I think on Thursday. Right? No, Friday. Today's Thursday. Anyway, in a couple days. We got an off day tomorrow. We'll see you then.